Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode number 29. This week we are joined by our special guest Grant Davis, who actually designed a Lego set. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, Grant? Are you still in shock?
It sounds like he is.
He's silently in shock.
Was I supposed to say something?
He's stunned.
He's stunned.
Hello.
We also
I exist.
You exist? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that before. All right. Interesting. We also have Just Too Good and Brickitect. If you guys have anything to say,
Yo.
Got a yo
Nope.
and a note.
Yep.
All right. Good to hear. We have 2 sponsors this week. That's up from 1 last week. That's insane. We have Blaine's World on Bricklink. If you guys have been watching Bricks and Bits recently, you've certainly heard of Blaine's World. If you ever need Lego parts or minifigures at a fair price, be sure to check out Blaine's World in your time of need. He has incredible customer service and offers a great variety of Lego for your MOCs, collection, or whatever it may be for. That's Blaine's World on Bricklink and Instagram, link below. It looks like he got some new purple roller coaster parts in his store. And I think I also heard that he might be getting some new Stormtroopers soon, so check that out. Who doesn't need more Stormtroopers? Our second sponsor is Ty the Lego Guy, and he says, this is his read, it says, "Hey Lego Maniacs, Ty the Lego Guy just started his new YouTube channel. He talks exclusively about Lego, from everything from reviews, themes, which sets to buy as gifts, where to get the best deal, cool mocks, and even how to invest in it. Most importantly, though, his channel is about the love of Lego. So if you like Lego and want a couple pointers and enjoy looking into the many themes, including Star Wars, Pirates, Castle, Wild West, and a number of others, then this is the place for you. You can find him on YouTube and Instagram by searching for Ty the Lego Guy or with the link below." I didn't mess that one up. I'm happy. So check out their channels and brick links. Everything will be linked below. And now on to the meat of the show here with Grant Davis.
Hey.
Oops, I accidentally pulled up the wrong screen there. All right, so Grant Davis, if you guys don't know, his claim to fame, right, is that he helped design, right? You were a partner in designing the Lego Ideas pop-up book.
That is correct. That is correct. That is the thing that I have done.
What an honor.
Yeah, for real. That's like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Real talk. That's like, nobody has that happen to them. It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Do you like go into the store and you're like, "Hey, I designed this"? Because like if I ever designed a set and I saw it in store, I would just walk around the store and be like, "Hey guys, I designed this toy. Buy it, please."
So yeah, I'm wanting to, and I got out of school like 3-4 days ago. Aside from the set signing event that was completely purposed towards just doing and selling other book sets, I haven't actually gone in yet. But I'm planning to go in with a Sharpie and just like, "Hello there, let me sign this set you're about to buy."
That's awesome.
And
Don't worry about
and
why. I'm
also-
just gonna sign it.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
maybe prepare for with armed guards and stuff so you don't get mobbed there with all the fans that are rushing towards you?
Oh boy, yeah. Who knows what I'm gonna need? I'll try one time fending for myself, and then maybe
Okay.
hire some bucket.
Which Lego store is this, in case some of our fans want to mosey on down?
Right. So, well, the Lego store that I did the signing event at was the one here in Oregon, the only one in Oregon at the Washington Square Mall. But at every single Lego store around the world right now, the set is available for purchase.
Yeah, I see.
Get my plug in there. You can also buy it online.
That's right.
Buy it online, please.
Because you do get a percentage. It's 1%, right? Is what you guys earn.
Yes. Yeah. So, further context, going back to discuss then how much I'm actually getting. This is a project that I made with a partner. His name is JK Brickworks, or Jason Alleman.
Right.
A very, very good YouTuber. Really happy to have him in on the project. So because I'm partnered with him, we are splitting the 1%. So instead of 1%, I get actually 0.5% of the net profits out of it.
Interesting.
Which I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah,
No,
if there's
definitely.
two people, we have to split it. So
Well, you don't have to. you could fight him for it.
yeah,
But it's
we
definitely
signed
more-
a contract and stuff.
Oh.
So
That's unfortunate. Could have
Actually-
a duel.
yeah, one thing that a lot of people don't know, because I've never told anybody, is that way before we ever submitted the project, there was like something somewhere on Lego Ideas that mentioned that we could, between partners, like sign a contract. So we did that, and we like emailed it to Lego or like Tim Courtney or somebody just in case.
Interesting.
And then And then we posted the project. We got 10,000 supporters and all that, and then. But that was basically it. Just like way back at the beginning in like 2015, we signed a contract saying that if we get 10,000 supporters, if it is produced, we're going to split it 50-50.
Oh, I see.
That's a good way
Do
to.
they pay you like monthly or yearly? How does that all work?
So payment comes, ooh, can I say that? Payment comes quarterly.
Quarterly. Okay.
Can I say that? Says it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So sorry, Hassan or anyone else listening to this. How popular is this? Oh boy, I don't know how much this is going to get out
You're
there.
like 10,000.
I don't think
Um,
saying that you
on
get paid
average.
quarterly is violating anything. Now, if you want to tell us how much you expect to get, you can throw that out there if you want.
Yeah.
That would probably be worse.
I absolutely have no idea how much money I'm going to get. The biggest thing is that one, Lego doesn't tell me how many sets they've sold, and if you try to look up numbers, which I have done, you cannot find numbers of how many of a particular set have been sold.
Yeah,
Lego
You're
just
gonna have to take their
doesn't.
word for it.
They just don't like produce or publish numbers like that. It's really weird. So like, I've talked to Jason a little bit, have some idea because
Who's
Jason
Jake?
had
Oh,
done the Marble Maze
yeah.
before. Sorry, JK Brickworks. He had done the Marble Maze, so I got a little bit of information through that.
Oh wait,
But even that is
this is his
completely
second idea
different.
set.
Yeah.
Yes, it is actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, if you have a different idea sets are going to sell in different quantities depending on what they are. So I guess it wouldn't give you the best idea, right?
So you're
Yeah.
either going to be able to buy a Hot Wheels or a Bentley or somewhere between there.
Something like that, or like pay for school. One of those.
There you
in
go.
there.
Maybe
That's
a better
probably
investment.
the better investment. Yeah.
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 Or you
But,
could buy
yeah,
a bunch
so-
of your own set.
There you go.
I could do that. That'd be pretty narcissistic, but like whatever. What else? What else is there? Yeah.
I was going to ask, how many free copies have they sent you? Like, do they just send you one or like?
So along with the 1%, in the same paragraph somewhere, it says that they give us 10 free copies of the set if it's produced, which means that I got 5 free copies shipped to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's the answer.
Do you give
And then
them away?
my parents bought a few as well. So
Okay.
let me think. So I gave one away to that friend.
And
I gave one to my parents. I have one on display, and I think that leaves 2 just still in this box here. So I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with them.
Interesting.
But
I mean, you should probably just hold on to them because you made them, and it's kind of your thing for life. You know, you just those are your books.
right, well, I mean, I have like a bunch of other ones floating around my house because there was another like prototype one that I can't talk about, and then
Don't say that. You leave us hanging.
that's all I'm going to say. You can't. I'm not gonna. I shouldn't. I mean,
That's
shouldn't
what I'm
even said
saying.
that.
You
And then my
shouldn't have
parents,
said it.
my parents bought a couple as well, so I have like 3 unboxed
Okay.
just sitting around the house. So.
That's pretty cool.
May I ask, how old are you?
Oh, that is a good question. So I'm 20 years old.
That's awesome. That's inspirational.
Yeah. So my birthday's in February, so I'll be 21 then. But yep, I'm a youngin compared to the average age of a human.
Are you the youngest Lego set designer?
I am not. The kids that did the Tron set, I think, were 17-ish.
Oh.
Also,
Really? I didn't know Brick Bros UK was that young.
Yeah, they are. They that young? That's crazy, actually.
I mean, I don't have any information. I just saw a picture of him one time. I'm like, wow, there's no way that kid's older than me.
Let me look that
My
up.
guess is 17. Also, the Saturn V guy, he seemed pretty young as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Right. So when
But yeah,
I wanted to ask when the set like goes into like it gets 10,000 views, it's approved to become a Lego set. It's kind of out of your hands. How much input do you have after they've decided to make it a set and they kind of take your model and kind of make it theirs?
that is so Jason and I have specifically emailed asking everyone there, saying how much of them can we tell about this process,
Right.
and the answer has been not much, sadly.
Okay.
So there has been involvement. I was able to. Man, this is so tough. I made some decisions that influenced the final product, so that's a fact.
That's what we like to talk about.
Yeah,
on the show
so-
here. Facts.
Yeah. No, most of the decisions were made by Lego. So Wes, the designer, if you have the instruction book that he's on the inside of the cover page there as well, um, it's basically like an even playing field there. Like Jason and I's picture are there, but then they also contributed quite a lot to the final product, so their
Right.
pictures in there.
That's kind of.
Does it frustrate you at all if sorry Ryan,
No, you're
does
good.
it frustrate you to like make this creation and then knowing that they're going to change it and make modifications to it? Like I look at it as like an artist and you made this amazing painting and then someone's like, I really don't like the way that line is, and they come through and start slashing it out.
So I understand where you're coming from, but dude, like, it's Lego making it. Like, am I really gonna complain? Like, oh man, they messed up my set that's now in production. It's like, okay, I have
Yeah.
something with my name on it, like out there. I'm completely content
The
with
printed
whatever they
tiles-
want to change.
You'll take whatever they're willing.
Oh, yeah.
The printed.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. The printed tile is just like icing on the cake. Oh man, no one. Okay, like few people get a Lego Ideas set made, but like, whoever gets their name printed on the tile.
Yeah,
That is amazing. Yeah.
very cool.
that is.
So yeah, the instructions. There's like a little quote from me in there saying that my favorite piece, is the cheese slope, which was true, until that tile with my name
Now
came
this
out.
1x6 printed tile.
Yeah, it's a very specific piece.
Can't be
That's
used for much,
definitely
but-
my favorite piece now.
That is awesome. You have it's basically your Lego set with literally your Lego piece that's named after you.
Yes.
Like that's gotta be
I
the
mean-
coolest part.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna use it for like name badges at like BrickCon and BrickWorld
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
just cheating.
And then like,
all up on Bricklink.
yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm really curious. How much is my name worth on BrickLink right now?
Oh my
I
god,
haven't
that
looked
is
that up yet.
that's
a
quite
good
a question. I'm gonna look it up too.
So what we need to do, we need to compare that to the regular 1x6 and see which is more valuable.
What's the
Does
set
my
number?
does my name decrease the value or increase the value?
It's gotta increase it. What's the set number?
It's
I should have this
21315.
memorized.
21315. No.
I don't got the ideas down. All right, I'm gonna pull up screen share here and show people the process. All right, we're looking for the piece with his name on it. The Davis tile. That's what it should be called.
Okay, let's see. Reddish brown. Okay, I actually got it.
Yep, found it.
So it's $10 for Davis. I mean, 10 cents for Davis, and
Okay.
4 cents
What?
for unprinted.
Your
So
name is
that's
for
Hey.
10 cents? I thought these would be going for like $1, like at least. I'm shocked that they're
I mean,
that cheap.
people get quantities of these.
I know, but-
especially for a current set, like
I know, but that's
I mean, it's just a printed tile. It's like pretty useless for the vast majority of citizens.
That is
or
also true.
people, aside from me. But that's really tempting. I can buy 10 of those for $1. I'm gonna
you
probably
should
blow like
yeah,
20 bucks.
yeah, you should have a lot of those. You really should. Like if my last name was on a tile, I would have hundreds of them if they were 10 cents a piece. Like no way I would. I'd just be handing them out. Walking down the street, see a cute
All in.
girl, be like, "Hey, my last name's on a Lego piece."
Yeah.
Have you tried that one yet?
No, not quite.
Give
So
it a shot.
I want to know how did this project start? Like, how did you guys come together to make this?
Right.
So long ago is how we'll preface this. So basically, like I've been building Legos for forever. I started posting online when I was like 13. What I did when I was 15 years old, after I had gotten semi-decent at actually building stuff, is made my own pop-up book. There's remnants of that online on my YouTube channel and on Flickr way back when. I used rubber bands though, and
Right.
in the video it looks like it works amazing, but that's because I filmed the video like 30 times and got like the 2 times in a row that it actually worked.
Was this
So it,
was this divulged to the audience, or you just keep?
yeah,
that a
yeah,
secret?
no, that is public information that the rubber band mechanism is terrible. Don't use rubber bands, but it's semi worked. And so then I got in contact with Jason because Jason is the master of like kinetic stuff, and I needed basically exactly what
YouTube TV.
he was
Watch
doing.
fan.
And it was also really convenient that he had commented on the picture on Flickr and
Yeah.
showed interest in the project. And so that encouraged me to be able to actually reach out to him, because he's like, like a god above mortal souls with his YouTube channel and all this stuff. So I reached out to him, and his response was like really, really positive. He was
Hello,
actually
everybody. Grant here.
He said he was actually
I'm going to be
jealous
showing
that I
my
got
Lego
to the idea
pop-up book.
first, because it's totally something he would have done
Hello,
if he
everybody.
had thought of it.
Grant here.
By the
I'm
way,
going to
I'm
be showing
screen
my
sharing,
Lego pop-up book.
your old book video.
As you
for
can see,
people
it's
to see.
strikingly similar
Hey,
to.
I
it
linked
sounds
it in
good.
the Discord for everyone. If
However,
you guys
it's
wanted to see it
not
too.
similar at all on the inside.
It's not too far off from what we have here, though.
As you can see, this
like
is
your
sort of
original
a
No,
design,
yeah.
castle scene.
very similar.
This
There's
was
some pretty fun details in there.
Yeah, I mean, a long time ago, sized and
Any
a
details
lot
on
of
the
the
back?
ideas behind it are still intact, and that's
I had a lot
what
of fun with
that's
this,
what I
considering I
contributed
had
to the final
to
model. What
consolidate
Jason
everything
contributed to the
into
final model
3
once
bricks
I
wide
brought him
in
on
order
board
for it to
was
fit
the
inside the book.
mechanism that is in the final
See the
in the
function
final
again?
book.
Oh, so he came up with the mechanism.
Yeah, because I was using
It's
rubber
powered by
bands
some
and I
rubber
had
bands
everything
here.
else intact. I
How
just
long-
needed a mechanism
How long did
ready.
it take him to
Forces
figure
the
that out?
castle
Because
to
I
pop
do
out
like the
every time you
mechanism
open the
for
book.
it, and it's kind of like Greg and Justin. Do you have this set?
One other thing you can do with this,
What do you mean? Like the set?
Do you have the pop-up book?
you're
Yeah,
able
yeah, I have
to
it built and
exchange
everything.
your
Greg, do
castle
you have it?
I'm waiting for a discount.
for
Oh
a different
my
theme.
God. I can't.
I don't pay
believe-
retail, man.
So I have another
I'm cutting into your
space thing
profits
here.
there, Grant.
Well, when you build
No!
it, that mechanism is incredible.
things
I
here.
want to know how
Get rid of
long.
those
Like, did he have
crates.
different designs for it, or did he just one day kind of have a
Little
eureka
rover,
moment
get
where
rid
he's
of our
like,
adventurer.
"That's the design.
Have a
That's the
little
way it
purple
needs
alien
to
with one eye.
It was essentially that. So we had been emailing,
Like
or
the
I sent him a
normal
Flickr
grass.
must just how's the entire thing
Get some
started.
space
Which
weed.
I didn't have his email.
be." Right.
Yeah, FN
And
man.
in the back.
And then
also
he's like,
change
yeah,
some
no, just
stuff,
shoot me
get
an
rid of the
email.
crate
And
and
so
understand.
I did that, and then I told him
We
a
can
little
go
bit more.
to
I'm
a
like,
little
yeah, so
test
I really
tube.
just need someone to do this. He's like, okay, cool, I'll get to work on it. Next day, he sends
This
me a
one
picture
also
of
can
a
pull
very, very rough version of this mechanism. And I actually asked him the exact question. We
Scott
were
wraps it
wondering
up.
how long it
Thanks
took
for
him to
watching.
come up with it.
Right.
I think it was like under an hour. He just came up with the perfect mechanism.
I mean,
Because
if
he's-
you've
That
seen the
guy
guy's
is, that
work,
guy is a genius.
he's
yeah.
a genius.
He's
Yeah.
just so, I mean, you know how long I'd spent trying to like find something else? I'm like, I was stuck on rubber bands and like springs and like it's like nope, this couple Technic pieces and it's 100% functional.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's
yeah, like-
shockingly simple too. I would say
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like 4 pieces. It just works. It is
There's
incredible.
like it's like a mixture of like torques and like other stuff.
right.
I don't know what's exactly doing it, but like it's just
It just works, and that's what matters.
Yep.
you stare at it for like 6 hours, opening and closing it. Maybe you'll understand then, but it just works.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a great set. Now, did you have more scene ideas? So what are the 2 scenes? We have Little Red Riding Hood and then Jack and the Beanstalk. Were those like the 2 original ideas you had, or did you have other ideas for scenes that you could have had for the pop-up book?
Yeah, so in the original model that we submitted and in the very first post, because LEGO Ideas you can update, like give updates, and so we obviously did updated inserts for those updates. But the original or my original idea in that old video, the old version there, was that you could put different themes in the book.
Yeah.
And Jason one-upped that a little bit to say, okay, let's put different stories in the book. And so it was his idea to do Little Red Riding Hood, and so he did that for the original submission, and Humpty Dumpty, those were his 2. And then I did a pirates and a western themed insert.
So where'd the Jack and the Beanstalk one come in?
That was the designer that came up with that one. Yeah.
Interesting.
I take no credit for that. So I'm not even sure I should say that like even he came up with it, but like
Oh man, I would have loved like a castle and a pirates one, just so we could go to throwback to old days of Lego. That'd
you
been
could
great.
build your own. Greg.
well, I mean,
He
That's
could-
true.
yeah,
He
Bill
could give you the
Brown,
keys.
go buy like 3 of the sets. Or like 4 or 5, and then
Oh man.
I like it.
No, that's awesome though. I like it. Does have so much possibilities for like someone who's willing to put in the time to like design their own stuff though. I close my
yeah,
window.
exactly.
Airplane coming by, but
Yeah,
there's just endless possibilities there.
So later on, Jason did like a Halloween one because we did it in like the summer. So come October 30th, he did a Halloween one, and then I did like a steampunk one. that was really hard to do because there was like a bunch of working gears in the insert. That was just seeing how much I could push it.
Is there a
Push
picture
the
of this somewhere
concept.
that we can?
That would be either on the website or just Jason's YouTube channel. At that point, I just made and produced a video and just put it on his channel because he had more subscribers.
JK Brickworks.
And it would reach more people.
Pop-up book steampunk.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, it might have been called Gearpunk.
Yeah, here it is.
I
It's
just made it my own word.
steampunk. It's steampunk. I got you. Here's a link. Oh wow, so this is still using like your original casing for it though.
So
how
that's
old is this? No, this is 2017.
Slightly different casing. So
I
my one on my YouTube channel, the old version or whatever.
Yeah.
The book was actually 3 studs wide.
What do
and
you
then
mean
the one
3
Jason
studs wide, like at the spine of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then Jason suggested moving it to 4, which made a lot more sense because of a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
I had a lot of difficulties fitting everything into 3 studs, but so yeah, that was it. And so all those gears and stuff do crazy stuff.
Oh wow.
And that took a lot longer than it needed to come up with, but
the links in Discord.
That was just pushing the limits of the idea of the pop-up book itself. So.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, the set's only been out for not even 2 months now, but I wonder, like down the line, how many cool creations people have come up with. You know, like obviously you have steampunk there. You said you pirates, and there's just so many different things. Like I'd love to see some like actual like Star Wars or city like actual like current Lego themes kind of put into it as well.
I guess you're not aware then. The Lego Ideas is doing a contest right now for making your own insert. There's actually like ridiculously good prizes.
Where
it's pretty
is there
crazy.
A place where everything is kind of congregated, all the entries?
Yeah, LegoIdeas.com should be front page. It's called Create a Bricktastic Pop-Up Story.
Look at that.
All right, let's see if we can find this. This is a fun rabbit hole. I'm enjoying this. Create a fun. Enter a contest. Oh yeah, there it is. All right. Are you guys?
And so,
if you guys need help, let me know. I'll send you the link. But...
Link it.
Okay, I'll link it when I get it. I'm just about there.
Yeah. So on that note, apparently there's 134 entries already into that of people's own custom inserts. Which is pretty crazy.
I'm linking the entries for y'all in Discord. There you go. It should bring you right to the entries page, hopefully. And I'm screen sharing it. So, do you have any like particular favorites? Because I see there are quite a few.
So I am helping judge this, but I haven't really looked at them this much. I don't know. The one at the top, Neverland, seems pretty good.
Neverland. Oh yeah, I like the theming of the book too, where they made it all blue.
Yeah. No, winning entries are probably going to be ones that do something else with the book as well. For me.
Interesting. I like this. So I didn't know this was a contest. So I guess if any of our viewers want to get in on the action, you've also heard it. You go ahead. Sorry.
Do you see those prizes? You should go check out the prizes.
Where are the prizes?
I don't know where here, but they're. Oh, click view more.
Right I
found. So the pop-up book signed by you, and Voltron signed by a Lego designer, Ship in a Bottle signed by a Lego designer, Tron Legacy signed by a Lego designer. Wow.
Lego
also,
FanTube interview opportunity. That's the best prize.
The birds, the Curiosity rover, which is
Curiosity rover is the craziest one. And
that's probably the rarest one, yeah.
And then the designer of the pop-up book made like a custom trophy pop-up book.
Really?
Yeah, so Wes was just messing around one day, and that's for first prize.
That is a lot of freaking good prizes.
Pretty crazy stuff for just making a little insert, if you ask me. So
yeah,
I can't enter sadly. So
you make something, I'll enter on your behalf without saying it. You just send me a design, I'll enter it. I'm not good at building, so people would totally catch on. But
this is the type of scheming that I like.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
And then since you're a judge, you can all the corruption goes deeper.
Exactly.
You can vote for your own model. That was not supposed to be submitted.
Funny.
I love it.
Yeah.
A great idea. You should have Clark try to build something for that, Greg. I would like to see
that'd be hilarious.
An entry. You need to get that set though. I can't believe you're the one here that doesn't own it.
Nope.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
Even
if I
have it
had it, it
built.
would literally be sitting on my floor right now anyway.
Well, doesn't
you know.
every Lego set just kind of sit on the floor?
That's where it would be. So I could have it, or I could just get it in the future, which I'll probably will do.
Well, looking forward to it.
It's one of those great Lego idea sets that are just so original. Like Ship in a Bottle is another one that is just so original that I just love. Still need to get it, but you know.
I have it sitting in a box in my garage. If you want to steal it from me.
All right.
I haven't built it yet.
Lego Birds is the one that, I mean, no one likes it, but for me, I was really taken back by that one.
Really? You
Mhm.
like it?
Yeah, I do.
Do you own it?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Lego Ideas fan.
Yeah. I was looking at Lego Birds the other day. I'm like, I forgot about this. Like, did it not sell well or something?
I don't think it did.
I
Yeah,
like
there's-
it. I don't know. I
there's
thought
a
it was
lot
kind
of-
of cool.
That's that people just forget about ideas wise. Like I don't know, there's a lot of old ones. Like, did you guys remember the Curiosity Rover was a thing until you saw this?
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that one too. But I always see that on eBay for so much.
Yeah, what was the circumstances around that? Like, how could you possibly have gotten that? Was it just super limited, or?
What?
I think it was like
Yeah.
a 5,000 unit run
Okay.
from what I
Yeah,
heard. And
I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna say.
the original Minecraft was as well until people were like, "Hey, we want more of this. We will buy more of this,"
Right.
and then they made more.
Yeah,
remember
because
those
Curiosity
were really
Rover was
hard to
what,
find.
number 5 or something, or number 6?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's like the one that it's one of the really early ones, so they didn't have too much of a run.
Justin, speaking of Lego sets that we forgot about, remember that video I showed you, like top 10 Lego Star sets you probably
Oh,
forgot?
that yeah, we forgot. That's a classic. Oh my
Inside
gosh.
joke. Sorry, I had to get it in.
Yeah, I forgot about that video, honestly.
There you go. How can you remember the sets? You can't remember the video.
Yeah.
That's why you need the video. Anyway, Grant, do you have any future projects that you think you might throw up on Lego Ideas as like maybe this could be a set one day? Any other ideas, or is this your one shot at it? You're happy with what you have and you're gonna move on with your life?
For now, I am very content having a Lego set.
Mhm.
I don't have any other ideas. If I do, I might or might not work with Jason or someone else. I sit down every day and I have like crazy ideas to build all these amazing mocks, but I never have the time to do it all. So who knows what's going to happen? But for right now, I'm probably just going to focus on like doing more stuff on Flickr and doing good mocks that way.
Right.
And if I happen to come up on an idea that also would be good on Lego Ideas, then I might toss on Lego Ideas. But
Mhm.
Is there a limit to the number of times you can win that or get sets made in your name?
no, there is not.
There will be when Grant's done.
Hey.
Well, isn't there somebody else somebody has 3? I think, right?
I don't think so. I think it's Jason and another girl has 2, but I don't think anyone has 3 yet.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, almost everything that JK Brickworks makes could literally be like the best idea set. All the stuff that he shows on the channel is just like, wow,
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's incredible.
But he's got another one, I think, around 5,000 right now.
Wow.
Oh really?
Yeah. I haven't
Let me see.
checked up on
Let me
it
see
or
what
supported it yet, but
Way to out yourself.
I log into Lego Ideas very infrequently. You guys would be surprised.
I log in probably less frequently.
I probably log in the least frequently
You'd not
out of
be
all you
surprised.
guys.
Does anyone not have an account that they want to see? That's the only way.
I'm just looking on your Flickr now.
I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
You built the scavenging the Star Destroyer thing?
Yeah.
I did not remember you built that. I remember seeing that though. That is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Wasn't that a mock of the week?
It might have been a mock of the week. It might not
Oh,
have
really?
been. This is from 2018 or earlier this year.
Yep.
We don't have a mock
Posted
of the
it
week
on-
this week, do
Posted
we?
it on Star Wars Day, if I recall.
Okay. No, this is posted March 31st. I think you missed Star Wars Day. By a little bit.
That photo taken March 31st, probably.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
see
so
it. Yeah, you're right.
I probably waited.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
JK Brickworks' other project that is at 7,000
Can you
actually
link
is
Okay, there you
the
go.
Pursuit of Flight.
Can you link it, please?
What
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
that?
link it.
Wait,
Hold on.
you built a working Lego fan? Tell me that,
Yeah, it works.
bruh. Like, hold on, we're going all over the place here. Hold on,
That was from my Iron Builder round that I did a couple of years ago.
what is
I
it?
don't know if you guys are familiar with Iron Builder.
No.
What is
It's
that?
like in my opinion, the most like supreme Lego contest ever. It's like really, really hard.
Oh wow.
Where's it hosted? Who's it hosted by? Where's it hosted?
It was hosted by someone named Guy Hember for a really long time. The biggest thing that gives it its clout is probably the contestants that have competed. So I mean, Tyler Kleitz has competed a bunch of times, and Sean and Steph have done it a bunch.
Huh.
I mean, I guess you have to be maybe more on the Flickr side of things to
I see.
to
Was
understand
it like
the
an
magnitude
online
of it,
contest or like a?
Yeah, it's online. The basic concept behind it is that you get mailed, 30 or so of a single part, and you have a month to build as many mocks as you can with that part.
So with only 30 pieces?
No, you're allowed to use basically it's like a seed part. So you have that part and you have to incorporate it in all of those builds.
So
And
all 30?
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to use all 30. You just have to use at least one of those pieces. But he sends you that many. And so the piece I got was like the blades on the fan. I got that big wonky white piece and had to use it in a bunch of builds.
All right. Ryan, can you link that video? Because now I want to see
I
it.
did link the fan. It's right.
Okay, let me see.
It's the newest
I'm
Flickr.
very
link.
curious.
Pretty
about
cool.
That is incredible.
I'm a fan of that one.
There's
How
your
did
next.
you-
I see what you did there.
How did you think that up?
Thank you.
So during that contest, I built basically I think it was like 13 or 14 builds in a month, which is a build like every couple days.
Oh yeah, I see more builds with that piece now. Now it's kind of making sense.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I see, like the bowling pins and here. If you guys just go on his Flickr, I'll link his whole Flickr. You scroll down a little bit, you'll see it. Here you go.
So I honestly don't remember how I came up with that idea because it all went so quick, and
Right.
I was working full time as well during that period. So I would spend like 8-9 hours a day just daydreaming about what I would do in the few hours I had at night to build. And I was staying up till like 3-4 a.m. every day and then getting
All
up.
right, put this on Lego Ideas because I want it.
The fan.
I
Oh
need a fan.
Yeah.
There's no way they would make that, but that is an
I know they
incredible
wouldn't, but
mod.
it's awesome though.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
this is our
Low
mock
key.
of the
So
week.
a couple of years ago, I submitted a really big creation I had. It was like the orc pit. If you scroll down, you might be able to find that.
Yeah, let me see.
I just submitted that just for fun, just to see what would happen on Lego Ideas. I think it got like 6,000-7,000 before it timed out.
Really?
see it,
Oh,
yeah.
dang,
But-
so close.
But yeah, that's totally a thing. Just submitting something just because you can,
Yeah, do it.
even though
I've seen the orc pit before. This one is
Yeah.
super detailed. Oh my gosh.
Look, we got mocks of the week.
Yeah, I
did.
figured this would be
This
enough.
will take care of it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we need to get one this week.
I like the resistance skimmer. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Do
that's
you
my
have-
most.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
What was it? What was the question?
I was gonna say, do you have like an inspiration for your mocks? Like,
I don't know. God just gives me the ideas.
There you go.
Like, I don't know
Like-
what else to say.
like who inspired you on your like Lego building to become a Lego
Oh,
builder?
okay,
like that type of
so-
thing, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, definitely. Oh boy. Like Jonas Cram, Lego Pard. He's a good guy.
hmm
Marcus Robueller. I'm not actually sure if I said his name right, but he's a designer now.
hmm
Tyler Kleitz, Legoholic, and then Sean and Steph Mayo. They're all pretty big inspirations. People that like actually yelled at me when my stuff was crap and that's the real way you improve. Was like a couple guys named like Dead Frog Inc., A Plastic Infinity, and a few others. And then Simon as well really helped. Simon Liu.
Simon Liu.
I know some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get him.
Yeah,
on.
so
Let's write that down.
he would be amazing on this show. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean there's some names there, but it's mostly just other builders on Flickr
I see.
that would either comment on my stuff and say, hey, you need better this, and then it'd be like, oh dang, they're right, I need to be better at that.
Yeah, that's
Or
a,
I would
Yeah.
see their stuff and improve.
yeah, it's a
you know,
great way
trying
to improve.
one up
though.
them.
Just constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I like that
I-
spider. Oh my god, these are all really good.
So you improved over, like you learned how to build over time with just hearing what other people said for feedback, or was it like looking at official Lego builds or other people's builds For somebody who
Yeah.
wants to learn how to build, like, what do you recommend? It's really what I'm
Yeah, so I can just go through my general tips, which I do have a pretty good list of. And you guys would be surprised actually with how little I keep up with official Lego sets. My mind is completely oriented towards my mocks on my Flickr. That's all I really care about. I mean, Lego Ideas was like a cool side thing, but like as a builder, it's really just I'm focusing on Flickr and trying to get better and make that really nice. So my general tips. I don't suggest people look at sets. I think a lot of the techniques there are pretty good, but like a lot of the limitations in sets aren't good for. I don't know. I don't think it makes good mocks.
Yeah, I
in
can see that.
in a very, very basic level. One thing that I did when I was like 13 is I went back through like everything I could find image-wise online. I went back through like Brickshelf and mock pages, and literally every single Brothers Brick post that had ever been posted.
Really?
I just spent hours and hours and hours. And so what that did for me is I got a really, really good understanding of all the techniques that had ever been done online and ever been built. And then I was able to, from there, with that knowledge, and I have a decently good photographic memory, like not actually, but I'm able to remember techniques.
Right.
And so from there, I was able to take a technique from this really old, like 7-year-old build when I needed it and put it in this new build, and grab from a bunch of different places. And then when I come up with a new technique myself, use that and know that it's new and I'm not actually copying someone. So like really looking at other people's stuff has helped me figure out what is going to be liked by people. You look at a build and say, "Wow, this is really cool," but I got like 10 faves. maybe other people don't think it's amazing as well. So like, and then you look at a build and see, okay, this got like 700 faves. I think this is crap. Why do other people like this? And so you ask yourself all these different questions, and you're able to, I don't know, I guess improve that way.
No, that's wow.
Yeah, so I mean that's what did it for me. I've heard completely different stories from other people, but just staring at pictures online for forever was able to be enough.
I see. That's good advice. I want to do mock building in the future someday. So very helpful advice.
Yep. Just stalk people and steal from them, but not too much.
Hello, future Justin, rewatching this podcast to figure out what the advice was.
Life advice there too.
Yeah.
Just want to put that one in there.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
really cool, though.
There you go.
That's some solid advice for people that want to get started. And obviously, it takes a lot. Like, you didn't just become this excellent builder who designed a Lego set. Like, that's a lot of years and years of just incrementally getting better. And
exactly. Like I said, I started doing that when I was like 13, and I'm 20. So 7 years later, I'm pretty decent at building.
It definitely shows,
but
though.
It took a long time.
Yeah,
long time. And then one thing people don't focus on nearly as much as I think they should is photography, or like videography, or whatever medium you're going to post your thing in. People take terrible pictures of amazing mocks all the time. They need to, I don't know, people need to one up their game. Like, it's not that hard. Like, iPhone cameras are good enough. You just need like a good white background and like a little bit of time on the computer editing something, and you can get your picture way better than it was.
I see.
That's my pet peeves of when I'm looking on Flickr or Instagram on day to day. People just taking terrible pictures.
I see. Yeah. Do you have like for your?
Sorry, Justin.
No, you go. I
just want to ask Grant if he's in school right now. I think he mentioned that, and I was wondering what he's studying. If it's related to design or.
Yeah, so it's pretty stereotypical. I'm studying engineering.
Okay.
I mean, what else would you expect? I'm studying electrical engineering though, so I'm not exactly like civil engineering or whatever you'd think.
I mean, it probably helped when you were building the fan though.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that was just like plug in a power functions motor and get the thing working. But but yeah, I mean, I like coding a fair bit, and I like all of that stuff. In my mind, they're pretty different things. Like, I have a love for engineering that's kind of separate than my love for Lego, but I guess my brain just functions on the same brainwaves as both of those things. So
yeah, makes sense.
I was gonna ask if you do anything with like power functions, since you said you like coding. I don't know how much those cross over, but they would seem like they're kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, as far as like NXT and
like that.
I don't e- like whatever the new ones are. I have actually never owned any of them.
Oh,
Um, yeah, it's kind of weird, but like I've never touched any Lego coding whatsoever. And I really only started liking coding once I got into school and they forced me to do it. I'm like, oh, this is actually really awesome. I turned an assignment like 2 weeks early just because I liked coding. It was just fun for me. But yeah, no, I
Um,
haven't touched anything. As far as I've gotten is just power functions motors, which is just on and off.
right. Very
So,
simple.
I was gonna ask, you were talking about photography and such. What do you use? Do you have like a light box for your that you take pictures with? And what type of camera do you use to take the pictures?
I use a Canon TI5, which
Mhm.
is a pretty decent Canon camera. Like the biggest thing is that it's just got the ability to control how long the picture is taken for, and like the focal length, the f-stop. If
Mhm.
you're familiar with any technical jargon about a camera at
Yeah,
all,
a little bit, a little bit.
but
Yeah,
yeah, so that's what I used. It's like I think I got it for like $700 or $800. And that was a graduation gift from
I
my
see.
very generous uncle. I wouldn't have spent that much money on a camera, but he wanted to give me something and didn't want to buy me Lego for some reason. So I got a
That's funny.
camera that I can take pictures of Lego with.
I
It
see.
definitely makes your box look incredible. Like the camera,
Yeah,
I would wonder what the difference would be if you maybe you could do this in the future. Take a picture with your phone versus the camera. Just kind of show the difference for having a professional
yeah,
camera. I'd be interested
yeah.
to see
So,
that.
so then the other question there was what my light box is, and so
Oh,
basically,
yep.
I've spent a long time figuring out what the best situation for me is. So in my garage, we have a bunch of fluorescent lights on the ceiling, like 6 or 7 of them. And so what I did is put a couple of chains on the ceiling that are like a couple inches long, and I dangled a sheet just like 6 inches below all of those lights that are on the ceiling.
Hmm. I see.
And so what that does is diffuse all the light and makes essentially the entire room a light box.
Wow, that's
That's
interesting.
And
cheating.
so that was really, really helpful for taking pictures of my really large stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it's also really convenient for taking pictures of smaller stuff. So I mean, I just have some large pieces of paper that I use as a backdrop.
Yeah.
I
Um,
see.
like expensive, like nice photography paper, like $35 for a roll of it or whatever. Like
Hmm.
really expensive paper, but like in the long run, like I'm just like, okay, well, if I spend this much money, I'm gonna have this much better pictures. Sure, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
I
That's
see.
that's how I saw all of this stuff.
I see.
Um, yeah, so I'll have that sheet up there to diffuse all the light in the room. Then I'll have my camera on a tripod, which a lot of people don't understand that they need to do. That if you're taking a picture and holding it, you're gonna like jiggle the photo and it's gonna not
Yeah.
be as in focus.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'll put the mock on whatever background I want, and then I'll also right above that with another sheet diffuse the light a second time. And
Wow.
that is what has gotten me most of the recent pictures you've seen. So for the past couple of years, I've been using that same setup.
I see. No, yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
that's
it's
interesting.
so I essentially take over the entire garage whenever I want to take a single picture of anything, no matter how big it is. But it's worth it to me to put in the time to like clean out the garage or whatever, just so I can set up my table and stuff.
I see.
Yeah. I assume that second diffusion gives it a really nice soft shadow. Like
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
they just look so clean compared to what I've been able to create on like white backdrops before. It's quite incredible. I'll have to try out
Yeah.
that secondary diffusion and see if that helps anything.
Yeah, I mean it's all about your light source, and then what I'll often do is because once I diffuse the light a couple times, it gets decently dark down under there. But what the good thing is that it's really really even light.
Yeah.
So like there's not many harsh shadows around everywhere. So I'll take a picture and set my camera to like be taking the picture for like 10 seconds.
Oh, that probably helps a ton. Is that you can do
And so
long
that
exposure.
yeah, long exposure, and that's really what I need the DSLR for. Like it's not that important that I have whatever megapixel versus an iPhone's megapixel camera, but it's just that I need to be able to take the picture for a long period of time so that I can do what I need to with the shadows to eliminate them and then take the picture of it.
That's interesting. I didn't know it was that complicated to take a picture of Legos.
Yeah, so I
Now
mean,
I know.
I think I have probably one of the most complicated setups. I know other people that do it more simple than I do,
Right.
but I'm just a perfectionist in that way, so that's what I do.
Yeah,
But
you definitely seem to have it down. Is this you in the picture with you on the bow tie, with the bow tie that you that you built?
that is me, yes. That was one lazy afternoon. I needed to make another build that part, so I just said, okay, time for a bow tie.
And
I actually, yeah, what was your question?
oh no, you can keep going with that. I got it.
Okay, so I actually didn't shave that day, so like my entire neck is like photoshopped to death. I did the picture, like tore down the setup for the day, and like crap, all these pictures like I didn't shave, and so yeah, my neck is like not my neck anymore. It's what I did in Photoshop, but I think nobody can tell. So
I mean, I didn't notice it, but now that I look at it, I could see it. It's an interesting tidbit for a little Easter egg for people.
yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Okay. Yep.
How do you? Are there any other ways you've made money by making mocks, or is it like solely a hobby thing?
Uh, um, I've sold a couple commissions here or there. There's like the Block Bricks Museum in Chicago. I sold one thing there.
Mm-hmm.
I sold the beetle. It's like the fourth or fifth photo in my stream. I'm not actually sure it made it there. I just shipped it to him, and then
Really?
he's never responded. I got my money for it. So there's that one. There was another time. The dude there was this one guy from like Germany, whatever, wanted a pirate island, so I made him a pirate island, and he paid me a couple $100 for that.
So, like,
Wow.
when you sell these mocks, like, what do they do with them? Do they display them and like say give you original credit, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What would you do with a mock? Like,
It has to be for display, right? Like,
It has to be
I
for
want
display.
this
Yeah,
for my
Like, is
house.
it for their own personal collection, or like?
yeah. So this guy had like bought a couple of the Pirates of the Caribbean pirate ships and wanted a pirate island and liked the ones that I had made, so he just set it up.
Huh.
And he got like a couple gallons of blue studs and like had them everywhere on a shelf. And
Oh, I see,
That's
I
pretty
see.
cool. Well, if you guys want to commission Lego Mock, just spam Grant Davis.
hey, yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
And then there was one other thing that was actually pretty significant. I did this weird educational video series
Oh yeah.
in like 2016. It was called like Jam. Don't look that up. It's pretty bad, but they paid me a decent chunk of money to make a bunch of videos on how to build Legos.
Uh-huh.
I hear you typing. I hear you
Yeah,
typing
you gotta
very
link it
loud.
immediately.
Is that JAM Jam?
JAM, yeah.
I don't know. if
Should
I'm
be
able to find
somewhere
it.
on that website, jam.com, I think. I have no idea how they got that URL.
I
It's such
don't
a
know if
simple
I'll be able to
URL,
find
but-
it. But we'll let it
yeah,
be.
so I did
let
that.
our
Other-
viewers find it.
Other than like those three things, I've never done anything else aside from the pop-up.
Interesting. I see.
So your 0.5% is. We'll see what that amounts to. I
Yeah.
suppose. So you guys want to
And
move?
I mean,
Oh god, sorry.
no, yeah. We've been talking about my stuff for a while.
No, you.
so-
Yeah, finish your point there though.
I forgot what it was now. Okay.
Okay, we are gonna come back
Yeah.
to you. I think we do have. Oh, we just kind of did the build showcase. Never mind. Maybe.
Yeah.
If we think of anything else, if you think of anything else important or cool, let us know though. But
Yeah.
we do have some news to
Yeah.
cover, and please feel free to talk about the news with us because that's we want you to. I don't want to rant about the black VIP card, so I'm gonna skip that.
Well, come on, just rant about it.
Nah, dude, I've done.
I don't
enough.
think I have a just to rant this week. Everybody's begging
I've done
for
enough. People are gonna get mad if I talk about the black VIP card anymore.
Let's talk about the 501st Battle Pack.
Yeah, let's talk about that too. We do have something new to talk about though. The Star Wars box. If you guys see that link, do any of you know what it is? Justin. I
it.
know
Wait. Lego. Wait, I'm reading this. Lego deleted your black VIP card review.
Yeah, it's not on the. I posted it. They deleted it. I posted again. Got deleted again. I have a screenshot of it on there with 10 likes, and then
Oh,
and
I
it's
thought
gone.
like they deleted it off of YouTube or something.
No, they deleted
You
my.
made it seem
my
like they deleted.
no, like
Where
my
were
review.
you posting it?
No, my review. You can post product reviews on Lego's website on their product page, if that makes sense.
Oh.
So like, if
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
Swearing it or anything?
No, not at all. In fact, okay, we're going into the topic. All right. Let me find a screenshot of it on the website, and then I'll send it to you. If you guys want to talk about something else while I look for it.
Lego's like, post your review as long as
Great.
it's a good one. We'll leave it up.
That is a little bit shady.
Yeah, like what's the point of product reviews if you're not going to allow people to speak their mind? Other than the fact that you used the word coffin in it, maybe that was the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Coffin.
I hope not. I'm trying
I don't
to find
know,
the
yeah.
screenshot. You guys can. Oh yeah, I might have just found it. Hold on.
Come on, send it.
I have
I'm
a lot of
waiting.
screenshots.
Are you up to date on this Black VIP card stuff, Grant? Like, have you heard about any?
I have seen some pictures on Ryan's Instagram, but I have not read anything. So I will say no, that I am not up to date.
Oh, well, basically, Lego had a Black VIP card promotion where if you bought the Millennium Falcon early and you're a VIP member, you would get the card. And Ryan has been very disappointed with the promotions they've given for the card. Me
Yes, sir.
personally, I think the promotion has been fine for what it was, but I think it's a cool card. Like, at least you got a card, and like they promise some promotions, and then you get an exclusive figure, and I liked it, but
It
just
doesn't
fun
matter
fact.
if you like it because you're not getting it.
I know I'm not getting it. Yeah, I
That's
know,
the-
but I don't know what you're expecting. I mean,
I
like,
was expecting something cool. All right. I have the screenshot. I now have to. Oh wait. I might have figured out something really cool. I can just drag this into Discord. Drag and
Oh,
drop.
shoot.
All right. Upload.
Magical.
All right, dude. I didn't have to like find it. Oh, it's so easy. There you go. That's a screenshot of it on the Lego page on the.
the card coffin.
That's what I. What's
It's your
wrong
title.
with that? Nothing's
No,
wrong
that's
with
funny.
that.
No, it's funny. I'm
Here, I'm
just
gonna
saying.
screen
it's
share it now.
funny.
Sorry it took so long for
Your
me to find
title,
you
the
guys.
card coffin. It's all in all caps.
It definitely is.
This
So that's
is
my
a lie.
review. That's what I wrote about it on their website, and now it's just not there anymore. So that's great.
It's literally.
And the only thing I can think they might have taken up issue with is that I wrote my build time was 6 days and 9 hours. But come on, man, I'm a slow builder. What can you say?
Well, no. Did you post this on your Instagram or anything?
No, I didn't say anything about that. I just wrote that and put it on their website.
So
Just
nobody saw this, like nobody. You didn't, say, "Hey, guys,
I
go
didn't
upload
send
my
anyone
thing."
there to like see it. I just put it
Yeah,
there.
then they have no reason to remove it. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would be mad about that.
I am.
Like, yeah. If you did not send that anywhere, yeah, totally.
They're
I
like,
don't
is
know,
this that
man.
Lego Star Wars guy that's complaining about us all the
Yeah.
time? Let's delete
Someone
that review.
DM'd me on Instagram. They contacted Lego customer support and asked them why my thing was deleted because I did mention it in my
No
VIP
way.
review. So
That's hilarious.
I would please ask people to not contact Lego customer support and bring up my name. I don't think that. Just don't do that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure other people have bigger support problems. They're trying to get.
They're gonna be mad at me because you guys are spamming them. They're already probably
It's
upset
like-
about the Final First Battle Pack. So
It's like an 8-year-old kid, and he's like, hey, why'd you delete Ryan's review? And they're
yeah.
like, what?
It's like they didn't do that person didn't do it. I don't know, man.
That's funny.
Don't contact them with my problems. I'll deal with
Yeah.
it myself.
I still. The title's just all caps. The card coffin.
And people found my review helpful. All right, look at that. 10
Yeah.
people found it helpful. One
You
person.
did get one thumbs down though.
I
so
know.
I
One
don't know
thumbs
what
down.
happened.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Lego
Lego
themselves. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Did they keep the other one? Did they keep
I
the
don't
other one
think
up?
so. I
The
don't
card
know.
holder?
I have to look back again, but mine's
Please,
definitely not there
If
anymore.
you are a card holder, finally something to go along with you Falcon set.
God.
Looks nice, and the hits of yellow on the black make it stand out. Not bad
I
for
will
what it
say,
is.
I put black hands on the figure, and it didn't look as good as I was expecting it to look in all black. I will say the yellow isn't as bad, considering how all black isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Just
You
throwing
gotta
that out
put your
there.
face on it.
I did put my face on it. Made it look worse. I'm ugly.
Okay.
All right. So we have the Lego Star Wars box promotion. Shop at home. $75. You get 5 free Star Wars minifigures if you spend that. This is unprecedented deals here.
What a deal.
Greg, you didn't jump on this, did you?
Never.
As a huge Lego Star Wars guy, I had to buy enough stuff to make a video with this.
But wait,
so
what?
I
So
already
this
have
wasn't.
2 of them, too, I think. Like, people have sent me
I have
the
all 5.
D-Day, and you have all 5 of them already. You just wanted the box, then.
Yeah, I paid $75 for the black box that it comes in.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's bad
I was
times.
wondering. Do you have to be a black VIP card holder to
No,
get this?
no, this is anyone.
So that was. I thought it was going to be something that you had. To
I would
be
have
a
been
black
more
VIP
upset
card.
if this was a black VIP card promo, because if you're a black VIP card member, you probably already have all these, right? You care enough to have to have
Sure.
gotten stuff in the past, right? So the thing that really kills me with this though is it's all past promotions, so they're really the problem with this is that it's like if Lego releases another promo polybag, why do I want to go to the store and get it if they might just do another one of these in 4 years where I can just get a bunch of them, you know?
It almost seems like
The one downside.
it seems like a lazy attempt at almost doing a Bricktober pack.
That totally is.
They're just like,
Oh
let's
my
let's just take these all off these bins and we'll throw them in a box and we're putting it out.
This is totally. Oh my god, Greg! It totally is.
It seems like they just overstocked on these figs. I'm like, man, no one's buying these anymore. Okay, special promotion.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. For like the Han Solo is in there, right? The
Han Solo's from
Yeah.
2013. It was May the 4th for free.
I mean, I suppose it's cool if you were gonna buy something anyway and you're like, all right, I'll take 5 free guys.
Yeah.
We'll go with it. But
For
like
sure.
Okay, yeah.
Ryan is all about, and I say this on every live stream that or every podcast that Ryan gets
I know
upset.
what you're gonna say.
He just wants to feel special. This doesn't make him feel special.
well, the
time.
black VIP card thing, the holder, the coffin, that's special.
No, that was like the nail in the coffin to a year of disappointment for him.
Of
though.
nothing but disappointment.
Yeah.
I want to say though the thing with that box 505704. So that box showed up at Lego stores the morning of its release, and there was no like info about it. It was just kind of there, and you can get it with $75. And so I was like, I need one of these, and they weren't available online. So it was like, I might not be able to get one of these. So of course, what do? You go to eBay, right? So I hop on eBay and I'm like, oh no, there's only one available and it's $100 or best offer. So I offer him 50. I'm like, you know what? If I get it for 50, whatever, just offered him 50. Declines it. Offer him 60, declines it. I'm like, all right, on with my day. Another guy posts it for 100 or best offer. Offer him 50, nothing. Offer him 60, I'm out. He doesn't accept. Day goes on. Price comes down to like 70. Then we get down to like 65. And then Lego posted on their website for sale. So I just buy a bunch of Lego with it, and then I get it for free, so I didn't have to pay a stupid amount of money. Now they're going for under $50. There's one buy it now for 40. I ended up messaging one of the guys that I had offered, and I'm like, this is what you get for being a scumbag and not accepting my more than generous offer of $50 and $60. Like, I was out of my mind to offer that much, but I wanted it for a video. Like, I was like gonna make content out of it or whatever, but that's what you get for being a dirty scalper. That's what you get. They literally had their Lego store receipt in the picture. Like, they just went and bought a bunch of stuff for like $85, and they were like, you can buy this from me for $100. And I'm like, F you. So that's what you get. I'm very anti-scalper. There you go. That's my
Okay,
2 cents.
I have a story now relating to scalpers on
Story
eBay.
time. I'm ready.
So I did day the public book was announced. Actually, a couple days before it was released on November 1st. Jason and I did a signing event at my local Lego store. So basically, Lego shipped a bunch of sets there. We signed it. All these A-folds came out. It was kind of like a mini convention. It was actually pretty cool. You know, like we're into the signing event in about an hour, and you know, what do you know? Pops up on eBay with my signature on it.
About an hour in.
With
oh no!
Just a picture in the parking lot. You can dude just set it on the pavement in the parking lot, snapped a picture, and up on eBay. And
my favorites are the ones where it's the picture of it in the store still.
Oh no way! That's hilarious.
They couldn't even wait to get home. That's great though. I love that they got out to the parking lot. I'm gonna try and see if I can find find your item here. Sold.
Oh, you know, you probably. Ooh boy, that'd be interesting.
Sold listings. Sets 21315, right?
It's gonna be hard.
October 28th. Yeah, here's one sold signed. I can send you guys a link for this.
What did it go for?
Way.
150. That seems to be the most one of these ever sold for is 150.
Dang. Okay. So let's do some math here to figure out how much my signature is. So the set retails for 70.
Yep.
So you subtract 70, that leaves you with $90. And so there was 2 signatures on it. One was Jason, one was mine. So that means my signature is worth $45.
Much more than your tile.
Yeah.
Yes, much more. That's hilarious.
You could sign the physical.
Anyway.
If I ever, what conventions do you go into next year? I could have you sign my physical book. I wonder what I could get for that.
Hopefully Brick World. I'm not sure what's going to happen this summer. And then BrickCon. And I'm doing Bricks Cascade in Portland as well. But that's pretty small.
Yeah, I'll have to try to, if I can't, maybe I'll just buy another copy of the book and have you sign it. That'd be cool to have though, just as like a keep. I'm not gonna sell it on eBay like them. But
Come to Brick World.
I was there
Well,
last
good.
year. I might go this year. We'll see.
Wait, you were there? Okay, I mean, I was there last year. So
Yeah, I was there
we
last
just
year.
didn't see each other, but
I just didn't really. I don't think I really knew you, but
yeah, I didn't exist back then. So
yeah,
that's fine.
your set wasn't available yet. All right, moving down the list here, we have the Lego Movie 2 trailer, which I think all of us watched. Grant without audio,
Yes.
but the premise seems to be Duplo is here to destroy. I like the idea of Duplo being a villain though, because the Duplo fans are old enough to care that their toy is the villain, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
It works.
it's clever. Yeah. So we're talking the new trailer. If you saw 1 second, they had a Fabuland figure in it.
Oh, I didn't
So I'm
notice
so
that.
happy.
Really? Where
Yeah.
at? Do you have the
Let me
timestamp
see.
for that?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna find this
Let me see.
screen
Saw it.
chart.
I'll screen cap it, but it was right when they were in the circle right here. Okay, here.
What's the timestamp? So I
Okay,
can...
51 seconds.
Okay. Fabuland figure in like this is worthy of its own video on your channel. Like a 1 minute news video. Is it on one of
Maybe.
those pads that's floating?
Yeah, you see it?
Oh, on the right side of the screen, like opposite Banana
with
Man. Yeah.
yeah.
That is
That's
a Fabuland
I think
figure.
I have that one. I think it's a cat.
My Fabuland figure is gonna be in a movie.
The legend survives.
Legit. Yeah, I mean, last movie they had a figure, or the last movie set they had a figure with the shirt that said Fabuland, but this is a whole nother level.
Oh.
I'm
I
happy
mean,
that-
and
I
next
think,
step is like Galador, right? I mean,
dude,
Yeah.
yes, they need to have that in there. That would be
level
great.
of yikes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I might have the figure, because I just ordered one recently, like a second one of one, because I found it for $20 on eBay. So I'm like, oh,
They better-
Fabuland Super Rare. Yeah,
Yo,
so
if you
I could.
guys go to like 125, they better sell the toasters with toast and waffles.
Hmm.
That looks cool. I need that.
oh
in my life.
yes.
Let me see 125. Hold up. I lost my tab over here. 125. I have so many tabs open.
I'm hungry now.
Oh, the toaster with waffle. Yeah.
I need that. That seems like a $10 promo build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not a bad trailer though. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the movie.
It showed a lot of the same like variants of clips from the last
Right.
trailer. I'm not sure why they released it today, but they had some little details in the beginning with the the ending of the last movie. So
the Unikitty land that they go to looks kind of cool too. I like that Unikitty, the giant Unikitty, has no eyes.
that's actually from the
unnerving.
Unikitty show.
Oh, is it? I don't keep up. I didn't
Yeah,
even
they even
watch
have
that.
Puppercorn in there.
Big
I
fan,
don't.
Justin?
No, I actually don't. I don't like the show. I don't think it's a good show. Just
Okay.
from what I saw,
I haven't watched
it's like
it at
Teen
all.
Titans Go.
Okay. We also had some Lego Movie 2 minifigures leak, which we can't show you, but we can talk
Yeah.
about them real
The
quick.
collectible minifigure series.
Do you guys have any favorites? Any notable things about this?
Well, first, did you guys see it?
Yeah.
Grant, you got a link to it? I don't know if you care about
Hold
collectible
on.
minifigures.
I do, and I saw them, but I didn't pay enough attention to have
I
a
like the
favorite.
fact that they put all the Wizard of Oz
No, no, no,
characters in there. That's pretty cool.
The watermelon dude is my
The Watermelon Man?
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah, that's yes.
Wizard. What are there 3 wizards? I see the Tin Man, I see
There's
the
4.
lion, and the scarecrow. What's the
Yeah,
4th one?
And Dorothy.
Which one's
And
Dorothy?
if you have
The far
Lego,
left.
if you have the Ultimate Batmobile,
Oh, I
you
see
have
it now.
Wicked
Yep.
Witch already,
And the flying monkeys are in
and the monkeys.
Batmobile.
Yeah, so you're all set up.
Which it's interesting because the leaked catalog page says the Wizard of Oz up top. So I wonder if the packaging is going to say the Lego Movie and the Wizard of Oz, or featuring
Oh.
characters from the Wizard of Oz.
Huh.
Are they in the movie potentially, or?
I mean, I guess they have to
Probably.
be since
Yeah.
they're in here, yeah. And one thing I noticed is that there's like 4 like rock star people. And
That was with records and/or microphones.
yeah, exactly. So that takes up a lot. And also a lot of throwbacks to the last series. Like they have Abe Lincoln, but now he's a steampunk Abe Lincoln.
Yeah. I like the giraffe. That's an odd one.
It is an odd one.
Oh,
Like
that comes with
Jeffrey.
the same grass piece that was what are those things called from Harry Potter?
The Mandrake.
Yes.
On the
That is
money.
good.
Yeah. And they also have Miss Scratch and Post from the last series, but now her cat has a hawk.
Interesting.
Everybody
line
loves
of
to feel bags. This should be a pretty easy one to
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
pick stuff out of for the most
And
part.
what's crazy is this changes a lot because I do the custom minifigure series, and they have a Unikitty figure.
hmm
This is the first time they've
Oh,
ever done in
no.
the regular CMF series
This
brick
must be a
built
one-time
figure.
thing.
You'll be able to find that one pretty easy.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And
But
the
that
watermelon
You
changes
guy.
can
a
find a
lot.
lot of these really easily.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to see if any use the same like hairpiece, but it doesn't seem like it. So
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Like,
it seems like President Business is back, but he's golfing,
Yeah.
or I guess I don't know if
He's
he's
retired.
still president. He's retired, yeah.
Yeah, he's golfing.
And,
What other figures do you have to highlight there?
the hat on Rex is finally a hair hat combo of the fedora, which is something I wanted for Johnny Thunder, but we'll see in the future if that ever comes
Check out the
out.
Tin Man's hat. It's like a funnel.
Yeah, I could see that being used
Kinda
for
cool.
that. Also, new hat piece for
Grant, when you see
Scarecrow.
things like this, do you like immediately start thinking of like techniques, like the Tin Man hat, I guess, being a funnel they just suggested? Like, is that something you'd be like, oh my god, I can't wait to do that? Or you just
yeah, I mean, do you guys not do that? That's the only thing I do here.
I can't
So
say I
when-
do.
I think as a
When
mock
I-
builder, your brain's wired differently to see like all these
Absolutely.
opportunities.
When I see a new set, I really don't care, except I immediately scan the set for new pieces and what I can do with those pieces. That's all I see.
For me, I like if I see a new hair piece, be like, okay, could I make this hair piece? Like, who is this gonna make? Like, this hair piece gonna be perfect for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at Dorothy's. I'm like, I can't really think of any other uses for it, but it's still a really cool hair piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like
I think
the-
that's the only new hair piece in this whole series.
What's the? Hold on, Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Like Little
Yes.
Debbie, like the food.
Oh,
That's what
I like
it could be. That girl. She doesn't have that long hair, but that blue color kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking. Maybe you could do Wendy's. The Wendy's girl.
Wendy's is
Oh, yeah.
not.
But it's more like
Be red.
Wendy's is a redhead. Yeah.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like recolored.
Right.
Just the piece in general. I look at. I'm like, okay, what colors?
I guess we should have mentioned this earlier, but if you guys wanted to follow along, you can just Google what we're looking up. We're just not going to show it on the show because we don't want to get copyrighted. So if you want,
Yeah, I was just thinking how painful it is for us to all to be describing this, and people are like, ah.
This is a very visual episode.
I'm sure
We showed a lot of
they've either
bombs, too.
seen it or
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you might have seen it by now if you've
Yeah.
been around.
And speaking of not seeing stuff, Apocalypseburg.
I've by the time you watch this podcast, I'll probably have my review up on my channel, or it'll be right after this podcast. Not sure, but I'm getting this set in the mail tomorrow. That's a thing.
I mean, it sucks that it leaked because now Lepin has their version out. It's already out.
Well,
Yeah,
Did
I
you
saw
see it?
that.
Lepin
That's
was a
crazy.
picture, but they can't produce a set until they get the Lego set. Just like there's no
Yeah.
way, right?
Has there been a Lepin version of the pop-up book?
Oh, please tell me there is. I need that.
Oh, you do?
I
Alright, let me look
I have
it up.
not seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know enough about Lepin to know their process, but
Yeah, fair.
They
I guess I might
copy
not
and
be
then they paste.
important enough.
It's pretty straightforward. I cannot find a Lepin pop-up book. I just googled like Lepin pop-up book. I don't see anything.
It's an honor
is
I was not
weird.
worthy of.
Yeah, that I guess maybe on AliExpress. I don't know if that would be where I would find it, but
You haven't
Google
made it
did
until
not.
Chinese people have ripped off your ideas.
yeah. Looks like you. Oh wait, I found one.
Really?
Oh wait, it's a lighting kit. Never mind. Guess it doesn't exist. That's interesting. All right, your set does not exist as a Lepin set. One of the few.
Hey.
Oh man.
But Apocalypseburg. So actually, John of all people, remember John from earlier, right, Grant?
Yes.
I was talking to John earlier today, and he mentioned that this kind of is very anti-patriotic because it's showing the Statue of Liberty like destroyed more or less, which is an interesting take on the set. I looked at the set and I thought it was like an incredible, like very.
Well, it's a reference to Planet of the Apes, right?
Yeah, that's what we were saying too. But like, it
I
also
mean, that
still
was my
has
first
that,
thought.
Yeah.
that stigma that a lot of people could put on it. I guess I don't care about that. I just think it's a cool Lego set, right? Looks dope, but I don't know.
I think it'll probably depend on how they depict it in the movie.
Right.
I mean, that that's all going to depend on like what happens at the end of the movie. Does like it all get restored? I mean, that could be completely justifiable then. Who knows where the scene is placed in the movie and what implications?
Yeah, that too.
Gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm personally thinking it's just a reference to Planet of the Apes. I don't think they intended it to be anti-patriotic or anything like that.
Them
Yeah,
Danes.
no, I don't think so either. But John probably has more inside information than we do, or as he does have more inside information.
Yeah.
I think people just like to find things to complain about.
That too.
Yeah.
I like the set. I'm really looking forward to getting it. Greg said it looked awesome, right? Full price. You would pay full price.
I think it's
for this
great,
set
and
pay
it's
retail?
so good that I'd be willing to pay full price for it, which is uncommon. So there you go. When I said I'd be willing to pay full price, Ryan said he'd be willing to pay twice the price.
Not quite. I didn't pay that much. I'm not that.
So you're gonna get that on release, Greg?
I'm kidding. Yeah, well, we'll see. The backlog is strong right now.
Backlog almost got stronger.
My wife got me something for Christmas. It could be the pop-up book. I don't know. It was a giant box. I kind of shook it. She's like, there could be more than one set in there, and she knows I wanted the pop-up book, so we'll see.
Watch it be like this set.
It's a signed edition that she bought on eBay from a scalper.
She paid $150 to get Ryan's signature.
Yeah, but yeah. For other comments about that set, I like how they have like the Harley Quinn. Like it's a new version of her.
Right.
They have a new version of Bad Cop, which I guess he's in the movie. I mean,
so before Harley Quinn
Liam
was like the
Neeson's
cartoon one, and this is more like the Suicide Squad one, right?
They had the one from the Lego Batman movie too, but this one is Suicide Squad. And I heard at Comic-Con when they showed the trailer, she was voiced by the person who played her in Suicide Squad, which is quite interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be a cool set. I hope it gets revealed officially so we can talk about it more or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
I guess we'll have to hold out on that. Anything you find particularly interesting about this, Grant, like from a different perspective of a mock builder?
It has some fun pieces. I think my collection has been lagging a bit. I mean, I haven't bought anything in the past few months just because I've been at school so much.
Right.
But it has some dark tan bars that are really nice. And on the eyebrows of the statue have sand green hot dogs, which I don't have any of.
Oh, wow. Well, they're not hot dogs if they're sand green. They got to call it something else.
Well, I mean, you don't know what type of meat they're making a hot dog out of.
Yikes.
And I would have to have a better resolution picture. And like once I get the parts list, I'll know exactly what's in this, what I really like. But I mean, overall,
the parts list tomorrow. I'll have it in the back of the instruction book.
Yeah, but then all the stickers or prints, I'm not 100% sure. Those are amazing looking for all the post-apoc stuff you could make out of them.
They've definitely put together an incredible set for mock builders here. So many different pieces.
Yeah, absolutely.
The APOC community is going to get stronger.
Hopefully. I mean, it's like a really untouched genre, and people do Castle like 40 times a week. But how often do you see an APOC build?
Yeah. We have one more topic, I think. Greg, you almost spent the down payment on a car or something yesterday. What happened? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, it was one of those days. Everything blurs together. But I happened to see that the UCS Millennium Falcon is on sale at Walmart.com for $599.95. And I was like, should I do this? Should I not do this? So what do you do when you're wondering? You start a live stream and you start asking people. The thing is, the thing is, when you ask people that are watching your channel, they love spending your money. So like 90% of people are like, yes, do it. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is like, I already have like, my shelves are filled. My floor is starting to get filled up now. I've got all this stuff to build. Christmas is going on. My entire foyer is filled with Target boxes right now. And I contemplated this for a long time. Some people are saying no, yes. And eventually I decided to hold off. And I'm going to actually build my own junk Millennium Falcon because I have 2 bags from, I guess, the 2011 Millennium Falcon that came out. So I'm going to build that. I think that'll be more rewarding for me. I think people would be more interested in seeing that, because what would have happened with this set, I would have saved $200 on it, but I would have spent $600 on it. And it would be this giant box that's sitting on my floor for the next 6 months. And then when I start building it, it'd probably be like another year before I finally finished it with all the stuff that I have going on. So it almost would have been more of a burden to take it on than than not getting it or whatever, or actually getting it. And I've said before, when people have asked me about this set, I've said, I'm not going to get it, because even if it was free, I wouldn't take it because I don't have anywhere to store it once it's built. Like I need an entire table for this thing, and I just can't afford the space right now. So that's why I kind of decided against it, even though it seemed like a great deal, and I love deals.
Clark, you're sleeping outside tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, I had to take your bedroom. It's now a Lego storage facility, so you're outside. Sorry.
Problem solved.
What do you think of my decision, Ryan? Do you think it was the right decision?
I liked when you said I feel $600 richer. I think that's the best way to look at it.
When you were like contemplating spending this money and then you don't, you're like, wow, I all of a sudden have $600 now.
For
This is
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Now I can go buy
There may be a
something
day in the
else.
future where this set never drops in price again, and I'm like, dang it, that one day I should have done it. But I did have someone leave me a comment, and they said that their order was canceled because Walmart said it was a pricing error.
Oh.
So I don't know if anyone else had any experience with it. Maybe more people will come out and talk about it.
Yeah.
But that was one person that said that they canceled it on them.
That's what happened when I was going to make a deal to get like that. What was it called? The how did I blank out on it? The Architecture Las Vegas I canceled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was going to
Should've
spend
got that.
600 or something.
Should have spent it.
Oh.
But I got one upped after that, and so it would probably be like 700 or something. I don't know, but yeah, and I was
That's great.
this close to spending it, and I didn't. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm saving this now. I feel richer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Target deals this week were bonkers.
It was insane. It was like clearance was happening.
It was clearance. $6 for Star Wars battle packs. I might have bought 32. Might not have bought 32. They might all be sitting in a box right behind me.
I wanted to get the egghead
who's to
met
say?
again, but
I have
didn't.
one of those that I got for like $13 if you want one. I'll sell it
Yeah,
to you for
I
like
have it
$1.40.
already.
Oh, okay, well, sure.
Yeah, but hey, I got the what is it called? Rathtar. It's a set I've wanted.
$35.
but I can never
Not a
find,
bad deal.
you know. Yeah, it was definitely a good deal. But yeah,
Do your
A lot of
mocks
people
ever
hate
go
that.
on clearance, Grant? You ever
So
have a
what?
fire sale? You ever have a clearance sale on your mocks?
Oh gosh, not yet, but someday it's gonna happen.
So when you're a washed up Mega Blocks builder, no one's interested anymore. Like it's over. All right, do we have anything else? Any other topics you
we're
guys
good.
want to bring up?
Don't think so.
Any final words from Grant? Grant, where can people find you?
They can find me on Flickr and YouTube and Instagram, I guess.
Is it
I don't really use.
at Grant
Yeah,
Davis?
Just Google me. That works.
Google
Google
Grant
me.
Davis. There you go.
Find him.
Today's show was brought to you by Blaine's World and Ty the Lego guys. So make sure you check them out. Thank you to them for sponsoring the episode. Thank you, Justin and Greg, for showing up again. Do you guys have anything to say?
I've been running out just 2 rants. Maybe I'm happy, but who knows?
You're washed up too. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you can,
Wow.
I feel like we're on I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like it's 2008. We're promoting Grant's new book that he just wrote. You can check out Grant's new book on Lego.com. Yeah, if you buy it, you support Grant's unhealthy obsession with Lego he gets half a
Please.
percent of your sale. So buy 2 books so you can get him that 1% he needs. That's all we have for the show for you guys this week. Thank you very much, Grant. It's been a pleasure. Maybe we can do this again sometime when you release
Absolutely.
another ideas project or something. But that's what we have for you guys today. Thank you for watching the podcast. We'll see you all next week on Saturday.